Hello students, the chapter is over now, the explanation is over. Now we will be discussing the question answers of the chapter chemical effects of the current, and first of all we are talking about the questions which are given in the NCERT textbook. So we will talk about the question answers of NCERT. So the first question is fill in the blanks. We have to fill in the fill the answers in the gaps. See, question number 1 is fill in the blanks. So let's talk about the fill in the blanks. A is most liquids that conduct electricity are the solutions of. We know which kind of solution will carry the electricity. It should be the one which has got either acids or bases or salt. So most liquids that conduct electricity are the solutions of acids, bases and salts. Why? Because then only the formation of the ions takes place and the electricity will be conducted. So we'll write the first one, that is A. Most liquids that conduct electricity, most liquids that conduct electricity are solutions of children, they are solutions of acids, bases or salts. So acids, bases and salts. Now we'll come to the question, the fill the blank number 2nd, and that is the passage of an electric current through a solution causes dash effects. We have read the example of the in case of the potato and even in the wheat flour. We saw that means we have not seen that, we have not demonstrated over here, but definitely we have discussed that, and we have come to the conclusion that a spot, yes, the green color spot was formed. So what is happening, like the passage of an electric current through a solution causes which kind of effect? The chemical effect is produced. So let's write this one, the passage of an electric current causes chemical effect. Which effect is formed? Chemical effect is formed. Okay, now come to the third one. See, if you pass current through copper sulfate solution, copper gets deposited on the plate connected to the dash terminal of the battery. Copper sulfate, yeah, CuSO4. Now CuSO4 will be broken as Cu and SO4, and definitely the Cu is positively charged, and so it is going to get deposited on the negative terminal of the battery. Yes, so copper will be deposited on the negative terminal of the battery. So let's talk about the C1. If you pass current if you pass current through CuSO4 solution, then copper gets deposited on the dash terminal of the battery. Dash terminal of the battery. And just now, as I said, that copper is positively charged, and so definitely it is going to get deposited on the negative terminal of the battery. So it will get deposited on the negative terminal of the battery. Now let's talk about the D, fill the blank. The process of depositing a layer of any desired metal or another material by means of electricity is none other than electroplating. We have seen that due to electroplating how the one metal can be electroplated, can be deposited on the another metal. As take the example of the gold. It is electroplated on many silver jewelries, and the silver jewelry gives a look of the gold, and silver electroplating is done on the another artificial jewelry, so that those jewelry or those articles start looking, they give the look of the silver. So electroplating is a one method in which the one material is deposited on the another material, on the metal or material. So the process of depositing a layer, the process of depositing a layer of any desired metal on another material by means of electricity and is called as electroplating. So it is known as electroplating. So this was question number first, where we have discussed fill in the blanks, and now we will be talking about the question number 2, and the question number 2 is answer the following questions. Question number 2 is, okay, they have not written the heading as answer the following questions, they have given directly the questions. So let's talk about the question number 2, children. When the free ends of a tester are dipped into a solution, the magnetic needle shows deflection. Can you explain the reason? Now, when what they have dipped, the magnetic needle shows direction when the free ends of a tester are dipped into a solution. When the free ends of the tester are dipped into the solution and the magnetic needle get deflected, definitely that means the current is flowing. Yes, that means the circuit is complete. The electrolyte is able to the flow the current. The electrolyte is getting divided into the ions, and that is the reason the current is flowing. So what does it prove? Now I won't be writing the questions, I will be writing the answers now. So let's talk about the answer number 2 now, and the question is, when the free ends of the taster are dipped into a solution, the magnetic needle shows deflection. So, the deflection of the needle, what does it shows? The deflection of the needle shows that the current is flowing. The deflection of the needle shows that the circuit is complete and the current is flowing. The circuit is complete and the current is flowing. So, the deflection of the needle, what does it shows? That the circuit is complete and the current is flowing, and that is the reason the deflection can be seen. Now, we will talk about the next question, and the question number next is 3. Name 3 liquids which when tasted in the manner shown, they have given the figure over here, may cause the magnetic needle to deflect. Generally, the meaning of the question is that if the magnetic the deflection is there, then what are the solutions, what are the 3 solutions in which the deflection, the magnetic needle deflection can be seen. So, it should be acid or base or salt, isn't it? So, the 3, name 3 liquids which when tasted, 3 liquids they are asking. So, it can be any acid or it can be any base or it can be any salt. So, it can be any acid or base or salt. Now, in acid you can write lemon juice, anything like in this way. So, we have studied this acid and bases also in 7th standard. So, we can write over here 1 acid's name, 1 base names and 1 salt name. So, they are asking about the 3 solutions, 3 liquids in which the current, from which the current can be passed. So, the 3 liquids can be, this is the third answer, acid, base and salt, and the at least here you can write that what are the, any 1 base you can write and any 1 salt you can write. Yes. So, from here the electricity can be, can flow. Now, come to the question number 4. Now, the bulb does not glow in the setup shown in the figure. List the possible reasons. Okay, so they have given one circuit and they are saying that the current is not flowing. So, why the current is not flowing? What can be the reasons? So, children, the reasons can be like the solution is not a good solution, is not getting divided, electrolyte is not working. Yes. Maybe the current which is produced is very feeble, very weak, and due to which the bulb is not able to glow. And so, these are the reasons. Now, we are talking about answer number 4, children. And here we have to say that in this figure, why the bulb is not glowing. So, why the bulb will not glow? If the current produced is very feeble, very weak, then the current will not flow. So, first point can be that weak current is produced. Very weak current is produced. Very weak current is produced. So, when very weak current is produced, it is quite possible that the bulb doesn't glow. Or the second point can be that electrolyte is only not very strong. Yes, the second point, they see the first is weak current is produced and the liquid which is used as the electrolyte is not suitable. So, electrolyte is not conducting, or CUNDUCTING. Instead of writing electrolyte, I can write over here the solution. Solution is not conducting. Yes, if the solution is not conducting, then again the bulb will not glow. So these are the two reasons which I have given over here. First is, see, the question was that if a circuit is set up, and in this circuit why the bulb is not glowing. The first reason can be that the current is produced, but that current is very weak, and this weak current is not enough to lit a bulb. And in second case, it is quite possible that the current is only not produced. Why and how current is not produced? Because the solution is not conducting. Yes, so these two can be the reason. These two can be the reasons why the bulb is not glowing. Now let's talk about the next question, which is question number 5th. Now, a tester is used to check the conduction of electricity through two liquids labeled A and B. It is found that the bulb of the tester glows brightly for liquid A while it glows very dimly for liquid B. You would conclude that. Now they are saying, so simple, they are saying that two setups are there, the conduction of electricity through two liquids, two liquids are taken and the conduction is checked in that. So they are saying that A is the one, in A liquid, the circuit which has got A liquid, it glows the bulb very while it glows very dimly for, so for B the bulb is glowing very dimly, but in the case A where the liquid A is there, the bulb is glowing very nicely. So what is the option? Now what we'll just let's see the conclusion, the options which are given over here. Liquid A is better conductor than liquid B. Obviously, when the bulb is glowing better in liquid A then in comparison to B, then obviously the liquid A is a better conduction. The second option they have given is liquid B is better conductor than liquid A. It is not at all possible, because if B is better conductor, then the B should glow. Both liquids are equally conducting, that is also not possible, because both the bulbs are glowing in different way. Now the fourth is conducting properties of liquid cannot be compared in this manner. This is also not correct. So this is answer number 5th now. And for answer number 5, the correct answer is first one, where it is written liquid A is better conductor than liquid B. Liquid A is better conductor than liquid B. Now we will continue the questions and we will talk about the more questions, but please note these points so that we can talk about the next questions. Now we will talk about the next question, and the next question is question number 6, children. This is, does pure water conduct electricity? Does pure water conduct electricity? If not, what can we do to make it conducting? Children, we know if we talk about the pure water won't be conducting electricity. Why? Because the ion formation doesn't take place, because it doesn't has salt in that. We know a solution can conduct electricity only if it has got acids or bases or maybe salt. So first of all, the first part of the answer, this answer is answer number 6. No, it won't conduct. It won't conduct electricity. Won't conduct electricity. And the second part of the answer, that how can it conduct? How can it conduct, children? It can conduct when the salt is dissolved in that. So, or dissolve acid or base. So we can, what we can do, we can dissolve NaCl in that. NaCl can be added. So please complete the answer. I am not writing the complete answer over here. So the question was, if not, what can we do to make it conducting? We can add salt to that, we can add acid to that, maybe lemon juice, maybe base can be added. So either salt or acid or base can be added to make the solution conducting or to make the water conducting. Now question number 7 is, in case of a fire, before the firemen use the water hoses, they shut off the main electrical supply for the area. Explain why this they do. Now what kind of a question is this? We all know electricity will be carried by water, and the person who is the working and the one who is trying to extinguish the fire will be in danger, his life will be in danger, because we know the water which will be or which is used by the firemen won't be the distilled water. The distilled water will not carry electricity, but when we talk about the water, normally it has got acids and bases and whatever, it has got salts, actually not acids and bases, but it has got salts in it. So it will become a good conductor of electricity, and if the main circuit is not off, then it will act as a good conductor of electricity and the current will be passed, and that fireman's life will be in danger, and that is the reason why the main circuit is cut off, yes, to avoid any kind of mishappening. So this is answer number 7. Now question was, in case of a fire, before the firemen use the water hoses, they shut off the main electrical supply for the area. Explain why they do this. So water will conduct electricity, which can be dangerous, which can be for the firemen. I am not writing the complete answer, I am writing just the main words or the keywords, that water will conduct electricity. Water will conduct electricity. Here please mention that the distilled water won't carry the electricity, but the normal water will definitely carry electricity, because salts are there in that, and there will be chances always to get shock, and that is the reason it has to be avoided, it has to be stopped, and so the main connection has to be switched off. The supply has to be stopped, so that the electricity, the supply of the current will stop and can be prevented from any kind of mishappening. Yes. Now we will talk about the next question, and the question number, that is 8. A child staying in a coastal region tastes the drinking water and also the seawater. With his taster, he finds that the compass needle deflects more in the case of seawater. Can you explain? These NCERT questions are really very easy, and they are repeating the same thing, Now they are asking that a child stays near the coastal area, he is in coastal area, and if he check the water, drinking water and the sea water, which will be conducting electricity more. So definitely sea water will be conducting electricity more, because the sea water will be having more of salts in it, and definitely then the sea water will be the one which will be conducting more electricity. So sea water will conduct more electricity as it has more dissolved salts in it. Now again here also what is happening? Seawater will conduct more electricity because it will be having, obviously more dissolved salt will be there in that. And we know to electricity to be, if we want the current to flow, what has to be there? The formation of iron has to be there, and the iron formation can takes place only in case of what? When the electrolyte is what? Either acid or base or salt, or the presence of acid has to be there, or base has to be there, must be dissolved in that, or the salt should be there. So in this case the seawater will be having more salts, and so more ions will be formed, and so more ions will be formed, and so the more electricity will be produced. Yes. Now we will talk about the next question, and this is the question number 9 now. Is it safe for electrician to carry out electrical repairs outdoors during heavy downpour? Explain. Oh my God, again, do you think that in the rain an electrician should go out and work? So definitely no. Why? Because again the water will act as a good conductor. No, as water will act as a good conductor because many salts are present in rainwater also. Many children, please, again I am saying this, that I am not writing these sentences, the answers in the complete sentences. I am writing the gist or the incomplete sentences. So no, as water will act as a good conductor because what I was supposed to write, because the rainwater has many salts, dissolved salts. So the water has got many dissolved salts, and so rainwater is not like a distilled water. Definitely it will have lots of salts in it, and due to the pollution also, when the water when it rains, the all kind of gases, the salts, it get dissolved in the water before it reaches the surface of the earth. So the rainwater, we cannot say now that it is pure. Why? Because of lot of pollution which is present. All these acids and bases, or maybe the gases, they get dissolved and the acids are formed. We have learned the acid rain, all this thing. So when this get dissolved in water, obviously it will become good conductor of water, and so the person will get shocked, and so he should not work. Please complete this answer. I have written just that no, as water will act as a good conductor because even the rainwater will have lot of salts in it, and when the salts are there, definitely the ion formation will take place and the current will flow and the person will get the shock. Now we will come to the question number 10 now. So Paheli had heard that rainwater, the same thing which we have discussed just now, Paheli had heard that rainwater is a good conductor as distilled water. So she collected some rainwater in a clean glass tumbler and tasted it using a taster. To her surprise, she found that the compass needle showed deflection. What could be the reason? Just now we have discussed that rainwater contains dissolved salts. Yes, rainwater contains dissolved salt. And so please complete this, that what will happen as the dissolved salts are present in the rainwater, it will act as a good conductor and the test will be positive. Yes. Now come to the question number 11, children. Prepare a list of objects around you that are electroplated. Okay, so we need to talk about now electroplating, electroplated. See, electroplating is what? to deposit a layer of one metal on the another metal or material or metal. So we have to quote the examples over here. So talk about gold. Now gold is electroplated, that means the layer of gold is deposited on the articles which are made up of silver. Gold is deposited on silver. Why? To give it good finish, better look, and to make it more costlier. Costlier means it will give rich look. Then gold is what I have written, gold is electroplated on silver. Now silver is electroplated on any cheap metal, maybe on aluminium, or maybe any other metal, maybe any other metal which is cheaper than silver, and we want to give the look of silver to that particular metal. Yes, so it's not always that aluminium, maybe another metal to which we want to give the look of silver, shiny silver. Now chromium, if we talk about, now chromium is electroplated on many vehicles, maybe talk about the car, the buses, the even the some part of the trains. Why it is electroplated? To make it look shiny. Yes, the open part of the part which is visible, we talk about the cars and the buses, which is visible and shiny. So the chromium electroplating is done on that. Now so even if we talk about the zinc, zinc is electroplated on the iron. Now this zinc, when is used as electroplating, when zinc is electroplated on the iron, iron is actually, we know it is very strong, and it is used where? To make the bridges, to make the vehicles, to make the gates, to make many things, many things. But the main thing is that it gets rusted, and to prevent from rusting, the zinc is coated on the iron articles, and it can, what will happen, it will give a better look, and it will also prevent iron from rusting. So these are the examples of the electroplating. Even the taps, the buckets, not of the plastic, okay, the kitchen appliances, all these are electroplated by one or the other material to make it better, to give it a better look, and to prevent it from the other damage also. Now we'll talk about the last question, that is the 12th number. This is the last question of the NCERT of the lesson chemical effects of the current. So the last question is, the process that you saw in activity 14.7 is used for purification of copper. A thin plate of pure copper and a thick rod of impure copper are used as electrodes. Okay, what they are saying? They are saying that they have taken the copper, it is subtracted towards the previous question. Okay, a thin plate of copper. Here they have taken the thin plate of the copper. This is very thin plate of copper. Thin plate of copper. Okay. Then what they have done? Thin plate of pure copper. I should write over here pure copper. And a thick rod of impure copper. And then they have taken thick rod of impure copper. This is pure copper and this is impure copper. Now, then copper from the impure rod is sought to be transferred to the thin copper plate. Which electrode should be attached to the positive terminal of the battery and why? So here they are asking, see what is here, this is a thin copper plate and this one is the pure one. It is thin but it is pure, and here this one is the impure copper but it is thick. And what they want the impure copper to move from here and to get settled on the pure copper. Now they are asking that these should be Like at what terminal? Which one should be the negative and which one should be the positive? So children, we want that on the thin copper, the copper plate is thin, this one is thin, which is pure. So on this thin copper plate, the pure copper from this impure one should come and get deposited over there. Yes, are you getting it? This one is impure copper. That means it has got many other things. Copper is also there and some other things are also mixed in this. Now this, from here only copper should come out and it should get deposited on the pure copper plate. Pure is very thin one. So how it has to be connected? See children, we know that copper has got positive charge and definitely it is going to get deposited on the negative terminal. So here this one should be the negative terminal. Why? Because we want the pure copper to come out from here and to get deposited on the thin plate. So if it is negative, it is connected to the negative terminal, then definitely the pure copper will get out of it and will come and deposited on the negative terminal, and this one is the positive terminal, and it will from here the copper will get dissolved in the solution and will move towards the negative terminal and will get deposited on the thin but the pure copper plate. So this is pure copper plate but this is thin, and here you can see that blue line is also there which is copper, but along with that other things are also there. From here we have to take out the copper. We want that only copper should come out and get deposited over here. So always remember, copper is positively charged and so it will go and get deposited on the negative terminal. So the plate where we want the copper to come and get deposited should be negative, and we want that here the copper should come and get deposited, and so this pure thin plate has to be connected with the negative terminal of the battery and this one with the positive terminal of the battery. So that's all with the NCERT question answers. This one was the last question of NCERT, and definitely we will talk about few more extra questions. Thank you.